just know how to shut them down. Snipe down, Hoog, Migwin. Migwin, like I was talking about yesterday, arguably one of the top 5 players in the game, in my opinion. So, of course, we're going to start this one off here with BuBuDuBu, who is the leader almost of this Splyce squad and considered one of the best on his team for quite some time here, as he's already pushed up top center, getting some good damage down, trying to lock down this camo.
Yeah, he pushed over, grabbed the battle rifle immediately. Ola's going to grab that camo. He does get picked off by BuBuDuBu, so nice shots there. He even survives for a little bit over towards the bridge. Can he win this 1v1? No. Snipe down's going to shut that down. Shooter's the guy alive, though, coming to help over towards the flag. You saw 3 dead temporarily there for EnVyUs. He even has his thrust available, so he's going to toss it out. Oh, ooh, misses there. Hits the wall instead, but still pretty smooth run so far, coming around the corner. Can he put this in towards the flag quite yet? Maybe toss it out, wait for his shields. That's exactly what he's going to do. Has his thrust available, and there it is. Wow, 45 seconds into the game. First cap going on over to Splyce.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive already, opening this one up very strong. I'm going to take a quick peek at the stats here, Tom. So Shooter and Pistola, they don't even have a kill yet, and there's been a flag put in.
Yeah, Shooter doesn't need a kill. He just grabbed that light rifle. We saw yesterday how Shooter likes to play it when we were watching the series going up against Straight Rip, and he grabs the light rifle, he sits in, plays some defense, and covers his teammates, and now you can see he still has that light rifle that he started with the game, hasn't even died yet, and now just locking over the silo area. Seems to be that they want to get control of the bridge area and force these guys into their own treehouse, but that's a really nice flank coming around the corner, and perfect shots from Ola.
Yeah, leave it up to the Wizard to take down that player. So Shooter, who had that light rifle, picked up a perfect kill over by Silo, does get flanked on by Pistola and taken out here. That's going to essentially flip-flop top-middle control, as you see Snipe Down already jumping out in front of the base here. Renegade's trying to take him out. Great prediction, Nate, coming out of Renegade, recognizing what Snipe Down was going to do.
Yeah, what a fantastic grenade. I thought he was also going to grenade through that little small window when he took, I believe, Ola no shields into the treehouse. So Shotzi, he's going to try to come over here and stop these guys from getting the return, but it ends up happening anyway. Shotzi, just phenomenal endings to the game yesterday. Now trying to set up for the railgun. Camouflage going to drop shortly after that. We saw Pistola die to BuBuDuBu when that one got burned earlier. Now Shotzi even staying alive there, thrusting out of the way from BuBuDuBu coming in with the cleanup. Migwin, can he stay alive? No, he can't. Perfect shots from Shotzi. Just ridiculous coming out for him. Staying alive, being aware behind, and now possibly getting that camouflage, picking that up right around the 940 mark. Now 2 dead for his team, so he's going to have to stay alive as long as possible.
I mean, Shotzi with the camo already, 7 kills in 2 minutes to start this game. That is pretty impressive as it is, with that flag cap coming in for his team. Now we'll see what Shotzi's able to do here. Nobody's spotted him quite yet, and Snipe Down didn't see him here. Nice double melee. Still ammo in the chamber, so he gets to immediately recover or try to focus on another player here. We'll see if it works out. No, he jumps up just a hair too early and does in fact get spotted.
That's good communication from Envy, because that could have turned sour very quickly. I'm thinking, and look at that, Migwin picks up a double kill because they're able to pick up that railgun there. Shotzi could have just snowballed this game so out of control, and now you're looking at a possible capture here because you still have Migwin with that railgun. Not sure how much ammo you have, and then Snipe Down already locking these down. He could secure the cap if that player dies, but doesn't even happen, and now he's just going to set up, play a little defense, wait for someone to appear on his radar. Now he's going to have that, but going back to that play, that was definitely Snipe Down using his death screen, so fantastic job, even though he's dead, communicating where that player was going.
All right, let's talk about what just happened. Snipe Down is hiding, trying to fight the player in treehouse. That's going to be BuBuDuBu. Now what BuBuDuBu did, he did not know Snipe Down was there. Snipe Down got that first melee. BuBuDuBu actually waited to melee so he could get 3 shots out of with that pistol, and then melee to prevent a trade, or prevent what really would have happened if he had missed any of those 3. He would have died by a second melee.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So there's just a heads-up play, up-close battle there by BuBuDuBu. Now, map kind of resetting, but it's in the favor of Envy right now because they have 2 players, one in the treehouse and another one controlling top middle. Nice little thrust there by Ola, but the shots coming in from Shooter, that's what I'm talking about. If Shooter is shooting like that, it's going to be very difficult for Splyce to be beaten.
Yeah, and Shooter, he's answered back, got 5 kills of his own. Now, Hook and Shotzi, they are the 2 players sitting at 9, trying to get onto the double digits here as far as slays go. New camo should be coming up here any second, as we are in the odd minute once again. Oh, and BuBuDuBu, kind of a crucial misplay. He had top center, he could have potentially got that, but instead falls to Snipe Down, and Snipe Down himself is going to be the one to pick up the camo.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of a mistiming there by BuBuDuBu, or maybe Coach Phil ended up missing that call out there. It was right around 41 when that camo was popping back up, so missed opportunity there, and now Envy regaining top center control first major mistake we've kind of seen from either team there, and it was a pretty simple play just to try to burn that one. So now EnVy still trying to push and infiltrate the base. It's going to happen because Hook just gets that beat down onto Renegade. Couple players trapped on over towards the porch and engine area. Good grenades coming in from Hook. That's going to land. Going to look for a triple kill here. He has one. There's the double. Another player, you can see the outline over towards the treehouse trying to overextend. But I love this. Look at this. Hook just immediately recognized that he needs to come back. He doesn't see anybody on his team securing this flag capture, so he's going to be the one. And there it is. EnVyUs, after falling down 1-0, comes back with 2 unanswered caps.
Yeah, but it looks like numbers advantage finally over to Splyce now. They gave up that capture, focus on a couple kills. They did take out Snipedown, who had the camo here, and top middle control has kind of changed hands. But already, Hook back to top center, puts down some damage. It's essentially a split map right here. As you can see, Pistola trying to lock down blue treehouse. He's got 2 players in the base in front of him just to make sure he doesn't take too much damage. But no, Renegade pops out way too early there. He could have waited for his shields. Maybe thought he was getting flanked or somebody was charging him, but it's not the case this time around, and kind of a free death to give up.
Yeah, you never know what the communication was coming from the other team. Maybe someone telling him that he had to make a move and end up challenging that. But wow, what a challenge from Hook. Perfect shots onto Shotzi. Shooter's going to get the trade-off there. Now Snipedown doing a little bit what Shooter was doing, just being a nuisance on over towards the enemy silo area, but he just immediately gets lit up. Tons of grenades flying in towards bottom center. Here's another instance where Railgun on the map, camo coming up here before EnVy grabbed this one. Let's see if Coach Phil is on top of this time.
So we've got now what's happening in the rest of the game here. That's Pistola pushing over to blue treehouse. And actually, you can see the kill feed. He just gets stuck. So that's going to be a Railgun down. Most likely changing hands here. We'll see who ultimately is able to grab that one, as Shotzi's also taken down. So essentially, it's still on the ground here. Nobody's been able to grab it.
Interesting challenge there by Boobadooboo. That's going to be a pretty easy kill there for Hook. I guess he was expecting Shooter to come in with the camo and do some serious damage, but now Shooter doing the right play here, has to value his life. No one really around except that weak player right there. He's going to wait for that shields to come back and not even challenge that player. That was a free kill if he wanted. Instead, he's going to grab the flag. No, not grab the flag. There it is. A little bit of a delayed push, waiting for some more information. Now getting pegged from behind. Not the best use of camo. I would have been a big fan of killing that player as he was weak and then staying alive, waiting for the next level of information. Now Renegade's the last guy alive, and you have Hook possibly pushing in for the final cap, but that's a big double kill as the last guy alive, getting a perfect onto Snipedown, most likely while I was weak.
Yeah, and that's 2 down here for EnVyUs, like you mentioned. Now, still a lot of time left to play in this game. We're taking a look at Renegade's point of view. You can see his average damage per game accuracy and KDA here since he's joined Splyce.
Yeah, Renegade definitely known as the main slayer for this team, right next to Shotzi. Has the battle rifle, still laying down some long-range fire over here. Eventually, when he picks up a couple of slays, or at least his teammates pick up a couple of slays, because they're just trying to force these guys on over towards the elbow. Everyone's going to charge out eventually from that top center and bridge area, flying out. But you can see they're all low right now, so eventually someone's going to have to get up top and try to make a play. But still, EnVy just trapped on over there. This is a big 1v1 if he can win it. It does get the trade. That should open up the map for a run. There it is, possibly tying it up 2-2. All shots he has to do is watch the overextension, and there it is. He's already watching it with the potential railgun. Shooter gonna get a kill onto the Wizard. Hook's gonna drop to Renegade, and the scary thing is about this, as Splyce puts in the cap, is they still have full control.
They still have full control. They've got 3 dead. They got a player on the other side of the map as well. Shooter grabs yet another kill, so still 4v2 as the players are coming off spawn. They've got the hit markers there. They recognize there's players in their base, in elbow. Somebody blocking silo spawns. They're keeping them all trapped in the base. This is perfect setup.
Wow, nice flank there by Hook, though, to make his way into the grenades, because that was going to be Shooter, or Shotzi, excuse me, with the railgun, just putting in some serious damage. I like the shot that he did onto Pistola, doing the quick railgun shot, but I know that he eventually wanted to make his way over towards top center. He did miss that jump, and then kind of played the situation based off that, because his teammates were filling that area of the map. But either way, 3 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. Next capture is going to win. If we do not see a capture by the time the clock ends at 0-0, it will be an additional 3 minutes added to the clock.
Right, so essentially 6 minutes left to play in this one, unless somebody is able to put one home. Still 3v3, but numbers are starting to gradually switch over in EnVy's favor. Top middle control is also helping them out now. You can kind of see their weapons in their hand overall. Renegades is the only one with a battle rifle. Snipedown gets taken, no shields, but they're not able to clean up any of these kills. It just doesn't really matter. But wow, just like that, they get trapped in the base, flag moved, and EnVyUs comes out strong, 3-2.
That was interesting there. Yeah, I think the cap was just given up there by Shooter. He was one shot. Pistola was watching the angles either way. He wasn't going to be able to do anything. But that was, typically an area where you're going to see someone sacrifice their life no matter what. Very well executed there. And what a flank at the end of the game there by EnVyUs. So, being down 1-0 within 45 seconds, tons of resiliency. That happens in TTF Fathom, but we've seen how fast games can end. We saw Ronan do it to Straight Rippin in about a 3 or 4 minute game. As we take a look at the stats, we called it. Hook, he was pissed off after yesterday's performance, coming out firing 22 in 13 with 3 perfect kills. Amazing performance for him.
Yeah, we've taken a look, at power weapon kills here. Mickwin went -1. He had 5 power weapon kills himself, so Hook only had 1 power weapon kill. So you can just tell the amount of damage this guy was putting out with the pistol, the light rifle, the battle rifle, and all of the above, essentially. Overall, I mean, just keep in mind, there was a collapse coming out from Splyce. They had Railgun. They had 1 or 2 members dead for Envy, a player at Silo, 2 by Treehouse, and Hook gets a flank. I don't even know where he came from, but he was underneath Treehouse by the Plasminades, picks up 2 kills, and Railgun changes hand. Mickwin picks it up and gets a double kill.
Yeah, that play right there, and then there was 2 other plays that secured captures for EnVyUs. One was actually Boobadooboo missing the camo time right around the 41 mark, and then that allowed Snipe Down to get it, and they got that flag capture off that. And then there was a time before that too where there was a little bit of a mistake coming out from Splyce. I can't remember exactly what it was, but pretty much there was 3 mistakes that resulted into 3 flag captures right there. But now we move into, I think, Rig Slayer, which is game number 2. Totally feasible to come back from this. Got to get going though, and Hook's kind of the answer in terms of the way that Splyce plays matchup wise, because I look at Snipe Down and Ola as more conservative players, more passive aggressive, and then you have Mickwin, who is definitely more aggressive than both of those players, and Hook matches Mickwin's aggressiveness as well. But Splyce is a run and gun team. They're constantly meeting firepower with firepower there, and if Hook is shooting better than, say, like Shotzi, or he's running through a Renegade, or anybody really through Splyce, it's going to be very hard for these guys to stop because of the way that Hook's play style is. So that's why I really felt like he would have been the answer based on yesterday's performance, and then today, the way that these 2 teams play.
Yeah, I mean, and every day we talk about power weapon kills. It's really the camo and railgun that came down and won that game for Envy, because the beginning of that one started off, Splyce had control. They got a railgun. They had 2 total power weapon kills among them. I think both were in the hands of Shotzi. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of steamrolled out of control for them.
In the beginning of this game, I'm looking at Shooter, loves going for the scatter shot. I'm looking for Renegade to control the sniper rifle here. Those are the keys to victory for Splyce. So I want to see what everyone's going to do. It looks like Pistola is going to be the one going, no, not going for the scatter shot, going to fake out and go for the plasma grenades and then rotate to try to help basement window for the camouflage. So you saw Ground Pound flying in down towards the camo. I believe that one was picked up there by Boobadooboo. Renegade's still helping over from top engine side. Nobody dying quite yet. There it is. Hook finally going to get the first strike there onto Boobadooboo. About 20 seconds of the game, and then Shotzi flying in from Snipe Hall, picking up a double kill. So eventually, where did that sniper rifle go? Doesn't seem like anyone has picked it up quite yet.
Yeah, maybe it's off the map. We'll see here shortly. It's 3-3 right now. Nobody has it in their hands. Shotzi, however, did pick up that double kill and secured scatter shot for himself. You can see that is Ant at the bottom of your screen here jumping, or on the other side of the map here, jumping around with that scatter shot.
I'm curious to see if Boobadooboo's going to grab the sniper rifle or leave it for Renegade. He actually grabs it there. Shotzi gets the kill on to the Wizard with the scatter shot. Now Boobadooboo going to escape out through basement window with the sniper rifle and watch the bunker spawns. Has a player in the underpass. Instead of going for the snipe, listening to the call out, takes out his battle rifle. Easy cleanup there onto Snipe Down, and now pushing his numbers advantage. A couple grenades flying in there, weakening players over towards the engine. A flank coming in also from a teammate from the SMG area, but he drops right into a grenade. Pre-prediction grenade coming out from Mickwin. That's big for these guys. They're down 3. They need to get the weapons ASAP, so I wonder if they're going to find that sniper rifle, and they do, but no, flying off the map. That is not very Snipe Down.
Snipe Down. Mickwin picked up the sniper. It didn't fall off the map. You're not going to find it down there. But we'll see what Mickwin's able to do with this weapon, as he's already been hot with the railgun from what we've seen in the game number 1. He's sitting here back bunker. He's getting collapsed on pretty hard and by himself, so it's going to have to be some clutch plays here.
Oh, they didn't even know he's there.
He lives.
he could have possibly just hid back there. Instead, he's gonna just dipsy doodle out, escape over through the bottom nest. And I wonder if they're gonna kind of set up here like it's gonna be a stronghold. That's exactly what I was thinking. Bring that sniper rifle on over towards the carbine. Just watch that nest bridge in Whitehall area. Get someone on your team to watch the trenches in the bunker and see if they're just disciplined on watching that instead of pre-grenading. That's an easy free kill right there on a Renegade as he comes out. Mikwin's gonna hit that shot 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, they did pick up one, but it was essentially a trade down here by 5 kills. That new camo is in fact up, so that's where you're seeing Mikwin rotate over here, trying to get some new lines of sight, keep this out of the hands of Splyce.
What a play by Renegade. He knows that Mikwin's watching that, so he goes below Mikwin's line of sight, down into the trenches, and then grabs the camouflage. However, a little bit too aggressive flying in towards the basement window. You're gonna like to see one of his other teammates fly in instead.
Yeah, Mikwin doing a good job staying alive, buying some time. We'll see if he's able to come out ahead in this situation, but just like he saw himself in bunker, he is getting collapsed on. Oh, what a way to get away. Is he gonna live? Hook's pushing for him. Will go ahead. Wait, who killed him actually right there?
No, that was a trade of kills. Hook ended up killing the guy that killed him, I believe.
Gotcha.
So that wasn't a betrayal. I believe that wasn't a betrayal. But now Hook's in a pretty good position to help when the sniper rifle's coming up. He has a player down below. I think that's going to be Ola down in the trenches, and it is 2 players down in the trenches. No one realized that Shotzi was crouching the entire time. Bottom nest poking out at the perfect time, catching Hook off guard. And now a 9-kill lead here for Splyce, trying to bounce back. Shooter's going to grab that sniper rifle. It looks like he's going to rotate and elect to set up over towards the bunker area. Big fan of this play, even going on over towards the top tower area. So if they could even secure the scatter shot, which they do, Boo could rotate with Shooter, and they could just lock down this entire map. If you bring the shotgun, or the scatter shot, excuse me, on over towards top tower, and then the sniper over towards the bunker, or you could sit up here with the sniper rifle and have the scatter shot guy watching the engine side. You don't even have to drop the scatter shot because you beat a little, ooh, nice shot there on the snipe down.
Oh my god, and that was Snipe Down who had the new sniper. I was going to point out, this is the old sniper we're looking at. Snipe Down picked up the new one and just lost it outside of the
Very rarely do
map.
you see Snipe Down lose a one-on-one snipe battle like that, but Shooter's positioning, he was just on top of it, and now it's going to be Pistola picking up the sniper rifle for EnVyUs, trying to bring them back into the game, but one shot here, try not to miss his chance to blow as he sets up on over towards the pipes, gets that beat down onto Snipe Down, so that's twice now. It has to be frustrating, and a stick coming out from Shotzi as he dies. Trade coming onto Hook, but that is 2 snipe shots there from Ola, 3 dead, and possibly ripping off Shooter's face.
2 snipe kills, while the last guy alive, Tom, was what Pistola just did to keep Envy in this game. Down by 7 still, even with these clutch individual plays that we're seeing. And on top of that, you can't even stress how important those 2 kills were because he secured Snipe Down camo.
Ooh, thought he was going to be able to kill both of those players, but not able to. And now Ola with 9 bullets left, trying to bring EnVyUs back from this 6-kill deficit. Fantastic plays from him so far. And be trying to be aware of the bunker spawns. Nobody over there you can see in the player outlines. Everybody kind of rotating towards that area. So it's going to be a rotation from Envy and a rotation from Splyce at the same time, kind of flip-flopping the spawns.
This is extremely high level of play is what we're looking at right now. The fact that you have a sniper rifle player moving around the map and all 4 members of Splyce are able to fully rotate and stay alive based on their positioning and call-outs, communication amongst themselves. That's why these 2 teams are so good.
It's, you know, a good old ring around the rig, man. Everyone enjoys it. It's gonna
Tom,
be
you're on fire today.
Shooter's Ola's on fire right now. The guy hasn't missed a snipe in the last couple of shots. There it is, finally missing. Doesn't matter though. Boo gonna get the assassination there, or Mikwin gonna get the assassination onto Boo. Thought that one was gonna connect, but he gets taken out of scope there. Nice job by Renegade, at least pegging him before he was able. And look at that aggression coming out from Renegade. Even confident that he's gonna be able to take Ola to no shields. And that's what you gotta do. Pressure that sniper guy. Don't let him get set up. Don't let him be confident. Challenge him. Get him down to no shields. Get him weak, and then challenge that. Charge it.
And we'll see what Splyce is able to do here. Still up by 9 kills, so not a bad position to be in. Honestly, from watching Pistola and scrolling through some of these Envy guys, honestly, I wouldn't guess that this is what the score would be. It looks like they've been playing extremely well individually, having a lot of sick plays. I'm taking a look at the stats to point out, Hook is at 7 and 11 as he picks up a kill here. So he's racked up quite a few deaths so far. Everyone on Envy is in fact negative, even Pistola after picking up all those kills.
Yeah, 12 and 6 for Shotzi, double positive right now. Boo with the sniper, plenty of ammo too. Almost connects with that no-scope across the map onto Mikwin. And now Shotzi getting collapsed on over towards the overpass. A couple players from, oh wow, 2 for 1 scatter shot there from Ola, taking out both Shotzi and Boo.
Yeah, and you have Hook getting taken out by Shooter as well, so still a 10-kill lead, even with all of these little doubles and clutch individual plays. You know, a lot of it coming directly from Pistola himself, but, you know, even with that being said, he's still -1.
They just passed on over the scatter shot to the camo player, which is Mikwin. So you could see a little bit of teamwork coming in from Envy, and now a challenge coming in from Shotzzy. Snipe down, ripping off Shooter's face. That should be an easy kill there. 3-on-1, and Shotzzy gets the kill onto Mikwin. That could have been a ninja. That was the camo scatter shot guy, Kyle, and a 3-on-1.
That's insane. Even Snipe Down grabs a double kill with the sniper there in that situation. And that was, you said Shotzzy, right, that just did that?
Yeah.
That's just dirty.
I wish we had a little replay of that, but I don't think we're going to be able to grab that one since we weren't on his point of view. But fantastic play from Shotzzy. Any type of trade in that situation is absolutely insane.
Especially when you're up by this much. I mean,
yeah, exactly. When you're just trying to get to that 50 kill mark, any way is possible, and you could totally afford to trade kills. You can't go for 2 for 1 here, but you could almost do that here with the lead that they built up. And wow, what a play there from Renegade, giving Snipe Down the business again. You could just tell these guys know what they're doing in the up-close situation. Shotzzy now caught out of position. That's going to be an easy kill for Pistola. 8 kills to make up, definitely something that Envy is capable of doing, but they're going to have to get that camouflage here. Shooter with the scatter shot, not doing Envy any favors, just going to be setting up, waiting for players to push in over towards that barrel side, which is probably the way that these guys are going to want to push eventually. Probably through that snipe hole is going to be the most open opportunity. At the same time, going over towards that catwalk could work out, and Pistola is going to have to get a little bit higher ground here because all he's necessarily doing is anchoring spawns and kind of distracting right now. He's going to have to get some high ground. This is not the position to be in.
Yeah, I mean, this position can work if they're pushing open field, but guess what, Tom? They're going barrels and through snipe hall, so that is not going to be where you want to be. Another trade comes out. Good trades in this scenario are good, or you will go ahead and take those. Pistola trying to do what he can. Gets yet another 2 kills here for Envy, but that lead is still so large. Whether or not they're going to be able to really kind of cut down on these deaths is a whole nother story, as Shooter still got that scatter shot. He's sitting at 12 and 6. Shotzzy's at 13 and 10 with 9 assists on top of that. Hook, on the other hand, 8 and 15 now. So he definitely needs to make sure he's keeping those deaths in check going forward, because this game's not even over yet, and you have essentially passed the allotted deaths per individual player.
I just like to point out that Renegade charged a kill that he probably shouldn't have even got, and then he got the kill and stayed alive. All throughout the whole time, Shooter was just kind of looking around, being like, hey, like John Travolta gif, like, where is everybody, guys? And that's just a fantastic game from Splyce. 50-36 overall. I'm taking a look at the stats, and Hook 8 and 15, so not the performance that he wanted after that fantastic game #1, but Shotzzy and Shooter going big there. You saw the aggression coming out from Renegade. He goes even Steve, and Boobadoo +3 overall, but just what a way to bounce back there by Splyce. They had a hot start to the series, obviously getting that first cap in a minute. Envy was looking good the entire time, but they really just picked them apart, and to be able to weather the storm when Ola had a pretty nice spree there for about maybe 2 minutes with the sniper rifle, and then even that 2-for-1 scatter shot is phenomenal. Unfortunately for them, when they gave the scatter shot, there it is right there, when they gave the scatter shot on over to Mikwin, he ended up not able to do anything with it when he had the camouflage, and that right there was the big opportunity for Envy to make their push.
Yeah, and I kind of want to point out some things about Pistola and Hook here. So I'm really looking for both these guys to step up. Obviously, when Hook's on top of his game, Envy can win. They did that before. He had an amazing performance game 1. Now, like we said, went very negative. Basically had Pistola and Hook both at 1,700 damage. Well, you had Shotzzy on the other hand, 2,500. Now, Pistola had 9 kills. 6 of those kills came from sniper and scattershot, or just overall power weapon kills. So when 6 of your 9 kills are coming from just these advantages you have in individual battles, but you're still ending the game negative, that is not going to be what you need to win. You need to be going +10 when you have 6 power weapon kills like that, and cutting down on the deaths.
What I was seeing was just missed opportunities by the aggression coming out from Splyce. Like, Envy had opportunities to punish these guys. I love playing against an aggressive team in a Slayer because I can play aggressive myself, or you can just sit back and just pick these players apart. And if you have your communication and if you're on top of things, how many times did you see Renegade charge after a kill right through someone, even when he was back engine right there in the SMG? You had Ola with the battle rifle. Renegade charged right past that and got to trade. If you are on top of your things and if you know that they're going to sit there and challenge kills like that, you have to just be screaming for help on your one shot, saying, hey guys, they're coming from here, even before you're starting to get weak, when you know that they're going to charge. So just missed opportunities there when they had the setups. But yeah, Splyce so aggressive that and so fast that EnVyUs didn't have time to communicate. So now we move into strongholds on Plaza, where it is all tied up 1-1.
And let's just point out one more thing as we go into this game. Envy, or McWin in particular, he had a couple times where he shouldn't have got away with the sniper, but he did in fact escape. When if anything, that should have turned or traded hands. So even with all of that being said and some of those clutch individual plays, Envy's still way outslayed.
What a start though here for Envy. They just really slow played this top center push, and I believe 2 players went for the driveway, and now nobody went for the yard. So Splyce, they decided they want to go over towards loop light rifle and down towards bottom center, and now you're going to see a pretty solid setup here for Envy. Snipedown has to stay alive though, because their Shotzi is rotating over towards the loop, and he is already weak from the players in that yard area. So where's going to be the push from Splyce? They already have multiple players over towards the tram area. Nice job there, getting that reversal onto Shotzi with the 2-shot beatdown. Not going to live through that though, as Renegade flies in with the shotgun and takes that light rifle. So here's the play now. It's going to come up to Renegade to try to clear these areas out, and if he has the shotgun, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make that push on over towards blue, but if he dies with this weapon, that's going to be a huge advantage for EnVyUs.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things I'm seeing now is the discipline here from Renegade. I was kind of giving him not a hard time, just pointing out that going 18-2 in a Slayer in the last chance qualifier is different than, you know, some of the things you can get away with against a team like Liquid, Envy, or Optic. But sure enough, what we're seeing, he has the light rifle, he has the shotgun. He doesn't necessarily know there's a player over in Flowers, but he's still chilling back with the rest of his team, making sure he's making or forcing teamwork.
The thing is he can't push out yet until they get a numbers advantage. That's why he's playing it so slowly. But Envy's still putting up a lot of time on the board, and nobody's picking up kills elsewhere. So Renegade's going to have to realize it's up to him now. He has to make the play. He has the weapon. He has to clear out this area for his team. Finally makes that push, but 27 points and counting already racked up on the board. And now if he dies, all of that time is staying alive literally for nothing.
Wow. McWin throws a great grenade, tries to predict the jump up. Renegade answers back, dodges it, but then McWin follows up with another plasma nade, picks up the sick, and wins a 1v1 against shotgun player. That's why McWin's so good.
There's way to punish, and Envy is doing the right thing. They totally avoided even charging into there. They didn't get greedy and went into the yard, and maybe that's what Renegade was waiting for. And now look at Ola. Again, with the patience here, just waiting for these players to drop down. Finally, they're going to realize that he's contesting that, but the stick comes out, and the trade, however, bottom center finally captured there for Splyce. So they're going to put some points on the board, and now Hook's going to rotate on over, checking for the shotgun. It's not there. Nobody even spawning on over towards the blue area. You do have Shotzi possibly pushing over towards top gold. Not going to happen though, and that's going to be Hook going for yard, and then top gold beat down immediately after that. Bottom center was traded out, so now a setup coming out for Splyce.
Yeah, we saw Envy get 40 seconds off of their opening strategy, basically. Grabbed 2 strongholds and kept them and racked up a good amount of time in the first 2.5 minutes or so in this game. Now we've got the opportunity for Splyce to try to answer back. McWin with a great dunk there. You haven't seen that in a lot of Halos recently, but that crouch is really effective in Halo 5.
Yeah, you gotta hit him with the duck, man. That's the way to go. Little duck strafe, a little bit of duck goose, whatever you want to call it. McWin, he's got it though. Now he's making his way over towards the flank in the Flowers area, and I like this play, but he's gonna have to get the 2-shot beatdown, and he does. Now he has to drop bottom middle, but no, too many players down there. 3 players for Splyce, so possible opportunity for McWin to rotate and get control of blue. You don't want to necessarily be trapped over there, but it's not a bad idea for him to try to clear this player out and then distract on over towards the hotel area, so they have to at least send 1 or 2 guys over there, and then potentially help comes from the driveway or help comes from the loop. So I actually am a big fan of this play from McWin, but he does have someone flanking from behind, so good aggression coming out from Splyce. This is a smart play from McWin, but he does throw a grenade and then gets caught out by Shotzi from the drop. Camo coming up here soon. Envy doing whatever they can to capture the nest, and they do grab it.
Yeah, Snipedown did a great job just not committing to the fight, keeping as much shield as possible, and sure enough, they're able to secure the stronghold. However, by doing so, they traded yard back over to Splyce, including Renegade getting the shotgun, and he gets the double kill, Tom. Make that potentially, oh no! the early reload and back down, but nobody was even looking at him. That could have been it. We were trying to call it the overkill.
No.
Yeah, what is this kid doing? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously here, Renegade, we'll see what he's able to do, but no, Hook answers back with the shots of his own.
See, that's the thing is, once you start realizing how certain players play, Renegade is someone that loves to double back. He's someone that loves to just get in your face and be aggressive. You can punish that if you're ready for it. Hook, that time, lands the shots, does get the kill eventually, does pick up the shotgun too, and Ola picks up the camo. So not much time left on this camo, but that means Ola has put this to pretty good use. You can see EnVy currently controlling 2 strongholds. That's all that matters for them. Potentially making their push over towards the third. That's going to contest towards bottom middle there. Renegade's going to drop. He was in there by himself, so maybe not the best opportunity for Splyce to make their push in there, but there it is. That is the shotgun that Renegade ended up dropping, and it's on over to Hook, who's now made his way over towards top gold. He could potentially sit in that same little corner that we were seeing Ola bait, but this is a little bit too out in the open for my taste. No one even checks, though, and now he's going to come in for the free double kill. That's a triple kill. Switch on over the shotgun. Oh, if he wants it, it's there. Misses it. That was an overkill in the making.
Yeah, we're just seeing all these missed montage clips is what we're seeing right now, Tom. But no, regardless, this is just great overall play from both teams, both players. Lots of perfect kills coming out, great shots from Hook and friends. Only a few shotgun kills. Generally, we've seen the shotgun guy losing a lot of these 1v1s. But as you can see, look at all those player outlines here.
Good
they
play.
are working together.
Really good play because the players from the loop area, they're trying to go over there and check that top gold, but Mikwin's in position where he doesn't even get seen, and now he drops down bottom middle a little bit too early. He probably could have laid down even more fire, so I would have loved to see him just utilize his advantage a little bit more. However, great rotation coming in from Snipe Down. Is it too much of a rotation because no one ended up anchoring? Now bottom middle on the verge of being lost. You also have Nest on the verge of being lost, and now Snipe Down, he's might as well be working for UPS. He just delivered the shotgun right to him.
Tom, you're killing me right now. I don't know if we'll be able to keep up with this for a full day here, but as you see, you're right. Snipe Down did just turn over that shotgun. That is not what you want to have happen. As you can see, what Hook was able to do with it and regain control for EnVy when Renegade made it change hands here. So Snipe Down obviously already off the spawn. They're coming off of blue, immediately pushing across. The question is, do you go for Nest? Looks like they are going for Nest here as opposed to bottom mid. Generally what you want to do to start it off, but with this numbers advantage, they're able to get both at the same time and make that the first triple cap of the game.
Yeah, this is scary here for Splyce. Not much time left on the clock. That double kill is going to do some big things for these guys, but I love that contest coming out from Mikwin. Only a little bit longer, and towards this one is over, and it is mathematically over. There it is. EnVy is going to take game number 3 and a series lead 2-1. In case you're wondering, game number 4 is going to be CTF Coliseum. So definitely capable here to close this one out 3-1, but we did see how strong Splyce is off the comeback. Overall, going to take a look at the stats and see what we have in front of us. Renegade 15, 11, and 8. Pistola only 1 assist, 13 and 12. Doesn't matter though, they still get the W, and they won that pretty convincingly, I guess you can say. I mean, the kills and the deaths don't really reflect the score, 100 to 47, and they didn't even get outslayed by that badly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking through some of these, the damage. Obviously, Renegade had another great game here. Power weapon kills, just 1 more over to EnVy. The only one positive was Renegade here for the squad. Mainly the biggest difference were stronghold secured and stronghold defenses. So the captures were going back and forth, but EnVy was just able to kill Splyce in the strongholds before they were able to capture him a lot more.
They only got outslayed by 5, Splyce did. So, 100 to 47, that's pretty substantial. A lot of that because think about the 40 points that were awarded based off the beginning strategy, and then Renegade really slow played that when he grabbed the shotgun, expecting his teammates to come out and make some, good pushes. I think it was about 3 or 4 failed pushes where Renegade was kind of looking in for opportunities to help, but he took players down to no shields. Those players didn't challenge, stayed alive, and just like Snipe down over towards that U-turn area, something like that allows Renegade to just kind of home in on that. And if these other 3 players, it's a great situation to be in. You have the shotgun guy, he's out of the play, fight the other 3 guys without the weapons. They won their 3-on-3s over and over again, and that's why they won.
Yeah, they were. I would say it was more EnVy playing that extremely well than it was Splyce doing a bunch of things wrong. I definitely agree. They're playing it a little bit too slow. They gave up full 40 seconds pretty easily in the beginning here, and it definitely came back to bite them. EnVy, however, like we said, just keeping Splyce out of the hill. Even at the very end, Renegade gets a double kill and then picks off another player bottom mid, not getting the triple, but gets taken out. And then EnVy got the hill reset there.
Not only that, the triple caps came out from EnVy, and once that happened, happened. They just started to put points on the board so fast. But now we're starting off on CTF Coliseum here with Pistola.
Yeah, and he immediately flies up the top rockets. First grenade doesn't do too much damage. His double nades hit, but he still loses the 1v1 to Renegade. Gets cleaned up by Snipe Down, but that is a big and crucial play, as you would have had a huge numbers advantage. Pistola would have been top rockets, putting fire down on this guy, Red DMR. Snipe Down would have been able to run the flag out. That's what we mean when some of these little small plays can have such a big impact.
This is another one of those plays right there, though. However, Shooter's going to shut that down. That should give information on over to Envy. However, the last guy alive here is Hook. He goes towards the table, picks up those rockets, trying to look for the prediction jump down from the players from Splyce, but now just going to have to toss these rockets off. Maybe going to live around the corner, and no grenades coming in. Also, someone is supporting him from the top rocket side. So great job by Hook staying alive over here. I would love to see him push into the base, though. I would have loved to see Hook push into the base once he had support from behind. Bringing those rockets back towards bottom center aren't going to do anything. Might as well just jump those off instead. Now Boobadooboo has these rockets, and then that's going to be a flag capture coming in from Splyce. So a little misplay there from Hook results in some big plays from Splyce.
And some next level play coming out of Renegade. Hook switched weapons to his pistol to respond to the one-shot call out on Fountain, which in fact was Renegade, who flew out and jump stabilized by grass to avoid being hit by any rockets. Challenges Hook, takes out the rocket player. That was just amazing heads-up play.
Yeah, auto-stabilize, if you know how to use it correctly, you can make some big plays happen against the rocket guy, and that was a great example of it right there. In the perfect position and scenario to use it. Now we're on board with Shooter, who looks like he's got a double kill lined up for him. There it is. Easy right there. Two no shields players coming in with the support. Now he's trying to make his rotation on over towards the cave. Has a bull shot to shake this player down to no shields, but wow, perfect shots from Hook. That was disgusting.
Yeah, Hook answers right back, and it just makes it that much more impressive what Renegade was able to do, since he did it to Hook himself as well. Somebody that very similarly does plays like that.
Yeah, exactly. And now Mikwin has to go huge with these rockets. I mean, it's up to him. Otherwise, this is going to be the second flag capture here for Splyce. Keep in mind, if he dies too, he's going to turn these right on over to them. Such slow play coming out from Shotzi. Boobadooboo picks up a double kill. Fantastic teamwork from Splyce. And now Boobadooboo gets rewarded with the flag, and the second flag capture is going to be going in for Splyce. Nobody in the vicinity for Envy to try to get a pull, and this is going to be ugly here for Envy if this is how things are going to go down, because this is going to be a game 5 coming in where Splyce potentially coming in so hot. I mean, they're executing on all cylinders right now in Coliseum.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to be able to do here. Overall, Splyce is outslaying Envy. The highest for Envy is 5. That's Pistola. Shotzi's got 8 himself, and the lowest for Splyce is in fact 5.
Just two misuses of the rockets, and results in 2 flag captures here for Splyce. And now still again with control and still with the rockets in the back pocket. It's going to be Boobadooboo flying out there towards the catwalk area, checking to see if anyone's trying to be sneaky over towards the back pyramid side. But he does have Renegade over towards the cave to watch anyone coming up the snipe ramp now. You also have Snipe Down getting caught out over towards the left side. That's going to be a kill onto the player in the cave. But man, he wishes he had that rocket for that player there. It doesn't matter though. He's got a rocket in the form of a blue sticky grenade.
Yeah, he's got the next best thing, Tom, and he just dumps that grenade out onto him and picks up a kill. Wow, he actually got that out of the window too, but that's going to be sniped down with a sniper rifle. Oh my gosh.
Look at the reactions from Shotzi. Just such a little play like that, being aware of that player towards the elbow. No shields has resulted in 2 dead now. Maybe 3 dead. Snipe Down with the sniper rifle is going to have to do something miraculous, but I don't know if it's going to happen. It's only going to be a body shot in the back. Snipe Down still over towards the snipe ramp. You have Hook flying in with the help. Renegade over here is going to be able to get the kill onto Shooter with some help, and there it is. Flag capture going in. We're moving to game number 5.
Wow, the series itself has been extremely back and forth. And if they didn't put that flag in, Mikwin was Red Fountain running up with rockets as well. So expect a counter cap should that one not have gone in. We do have a triple cap showing up. We'll take a look at the stats here, kind of break down what we were looking at. But this was Shotzi and friends just heavily outslaying Envy. And when I was looking at the game type going into this one, I was expecting it to be extremely back and forth. Now, even the score doesn't reflect that quite as much. Splyce, they're just so fast on those flag runs, and Envy just not able to get anything going, even when they had the rockets. Like Mikwin had those down by the silver, over by Fountain. You saw examples of Snipe Down with the sniper rifle, and it was just Splyce's game.
They didn't make any mistakes, and you saw a couple misuses of the rockets there, some routes that could have been, changed, and also just giving the rockets on over with so much ammo. I mean, Hook gave over 3 rockets. I think someone else gave over 3 or 4 as well. You have to start wasting those, toss them off the map, do whatever you can, be aggressive with those, because once Splyce got the weapons, they just slowly, methodically ran the flag. Well, that one over towards the cave when you saw Miquin with the rockets, that had to be great communication coming out from whoever was shooting Miquin in the back, because he said, hey, slow play this when they have the rockets on you, don't run it, just sit in the cave. Even if they didn't call that out, I believe that was Shotzi just being completely aware of everything. And then Shotzi again, just always stepping it up towards the end of the games there. No shields after getting shot by Snipedown, who had sniper rifle in the window. When do you see, a flag capture actually happen when Snipedown has the sniper rifle? Usually when he has the sniper rifle, everyone kind of runs around scared, and then you just get ripped apart.
Talk about yesterday, EnVy versus Liquid. Miquin had the sniper, last guy alive. Snipes, what, 3, 4 members of Liquid, and they get a flag return? That's what you expect to see from these guys. But Splyce just too coordinated and too quick on those flag runs. And that was... These guys are actually really, really impressing me right now. Shotzi and Renegade especially, just the fact, actually even Shooter, I'd have to say.
And they're not undefeated for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, Shooter and Boobadooboo, they were amazing in the beginning. They got second at the first summer finals, and then they kind of seemed like they fell off a little bit. But these guys are back in full force. And as we start this one off here with Boobadooboo, just normal, similar strategies here. Alexson and Window, he is below the base here, trying to help out over on Camo's side, but it looks like only one player went out there. That's going to be Pistola, none other than the Wizard, who actually just escaped with Camo.
Yeah, nice job by Ola. It is 2 kills going on. We'll make that 3 kills. Ola, last guy alive with the camouflage, is going to have to do some serious big things. But now Boobadooboo is rotated over towards P2, and you can see everybody trapped on the blue side here for EnVy. And I love that little angle for Boobadooboo to check on any players that are pushing up. You can only see a sliver of his head. Very popular angle back in the Halo 2 days as well. Now he's going to rotate on over towards P3, and still, again, multiple players trapped up. But that's why it's so important to have someone in the window on the opposite side. Doesn't matter, though, Boobadooboo with the shots. Want to get some players watching if anyone's going to come over towards the street. This map all about the crossfire, and you're seeing perfect execution right now from Splyce. However, the Wizard going to pick up 2 more kills and try to make some more map control happen. Just not happening over towards that pink side because Boobadooboo is just a turret.
Yeah, Miquin didn't learn his lesson that first time. Tries to challenge Boobadooboo again, loses. That's 0-2 as far as his attempts to take over P2 control here. Boobadooboo recognizing they've got a player at blue base. They want to collapse on this before they go back over to pink. Just try to use these numbers to their advantage. The rest of EnVy is going to be coming off spawn across the map.
Miquin is looking for where Boobadooboo went, but Boobadooboo on top of the rotations, now fighting 2 players over here. Snipedown has been hunting him down the entire time. One of the great things about that is you saw Boobadooboo, he fought multiple players. Also, Snipedown was fighting multiple players throughout the entire time. So you're seeing such great prioritizing coming out from both of these players and both of these teams with the way that they're on top of everything. Listening to callouts, creating callouts of their own, and focusing on their shots all at once. So fast-paced, and it's up to whoever's going to be able to, again, have that crossfire and own the most real estate on this map. Right now, you're seeing good real estate over towards the pink side for both teams. It's going to be a big battle over there, and Pistola is going huge in this Game 5 so far for EnVy.
Yeah, we're taking a look here now. Still over towards Renegade's point of view. Just lots of back and forth 1v1s. He's able to stay alive here. Nope, ultimately gets taken out. So it's down to 3, and that new camo is getting ready to come up.
Yeah, and it's 4 kills there for Pistola, so almost half the kills right now for his team, sitting at 4-2. And Shotzi with the camo now in the same position that Pistola was pretty much in to start this game, but with a little bit of a lead here, trying to make this a little bit bigger. What's going to be the play? It looks like it's going to be a sneaky play down towards bottom center. Renegade with the perfect shots on a Snipedown should open up a little bit more action. Shotzi, when is he going to push up? Looks like he's going to try to do the clamor towards card 2, but that's going to miss. He has 2 players in the bubble here if he wants it. He needs to get in a little bit better position because if he starts to shoot, he's going to get lit up.
He does put some shots down on Hook and tries to escape, but the great communication and calls here from EnVy. They've got Carside and Blue Base locked down right now, and they make him pay for that camo attempt, or actually even missing that jump up to card 2.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to escape here.
Just poor positioning there for Shotzi. Knew it was going to happen. Just bottom center. Some people feel like that's the way to go, and it's just not. You want to try to get at least top center or make a way into an area where you have a little bit more cover, and now that is completely opened up the map. It was a 3-kill lead lead while Shotzi had the camo, and now a 2-kill deficit.
Yeah, EnVy is really stepping it up here, and you can tell their team shot. They do not like to let a camo player survive when they spot eyes on him. And as you can see, it's a 3v3. Peak control is now transitioned over into EnVy's control. Car and Blue are going to be over to Splyce, and we're going to see one of those 50-50 splits again.
Yeah, that's a big kill right there from Renegade onto Mikwin. Clearing out the P3 area is so important, but look at that. 2 players from EnVy still filling that position. So they had 3 overall in pink, and then it's Snipedown being the anchor. So I love the fact that Snipedown at least was controlling these red spawns so no one could come over, excuse me, from that car bubble area. And Pistola recognizing where these guys are pushing from. So instead of having so many people over towards that pink side area, he's going to rotate and give some more support on over to Snipedown.
Yeah, and we're still here on board with Pistola. He's slow playing this one a lot. Does take some damage from that grenade, so obviously Splyce is going to recognize this player over here. You can see Renegade just cutting off some angles, does decide to pop
What
out.
shots?
Not going to be when you want to, as Pistola is ready for that one. Just look at the map movement of EnVy and them starting to spread out. You still got Pistola. Still got Pistola here blocking the spots, but of course there's going to be some more members from Splyce here. They do go ahead and finish that one off. As we take a look at Booby Boo Boo's screen, and down by 5 still, so not very often we've seen them at this deficit.
Mikwin meleeing right there? I don't know.
Who knows?
Apparently Splyce has ghosts on their team, but 4-kill lead here for EnVy. And that was nice shots by Pistola again, man. That was such a crispy 5. Now it looks like Snipedown had camo over towards top center. He drops the Shotzi. That was a big opportunity for EnVy to run away with things. Again, same position that Splyce was in. 3-kill lead with the camo. They end up losing that and possibly getting reversed on here in terms of the spawns being flipped. Nice shots from Boobadoo across that. Picks up the killing spree. But wow, getting pegged from P2. Immediately taking his shields down. Love that rotation coming in from Renegade. Have to secure a base immediately so you can make your rotation over towards pink, but it's being met by tons of aggression from EnVy.
Yeah, and the aggression from EnVy is being led by Pistola here, who just grabs his 11th kill. He's sitting at 11-4 right now, Tom, even though they're only up by 4 kills.
This is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for someone on EnVy to make the big push. Snipedown, pretty consistent in terms of his stats. Mikwin, he's been pretty consistent with his stats as well. It's really coming down to Ola and Hook because these guys have been a little bit inconsistent compared to what we're used to seeing, and that doesn't mean that they're not playing good by any way, shape, or form. I'm talking about them being at that top 1 level where they've kind of, been accustomed to being next to Optic Gaming. So now we're starting to see what they're really made of here. Only a 1-kill lead, however. Splyce, they are a fantastic squad. Obviously undefeated here. EnVy trying to give them their first loss. It could potentially happen. All coming down here to last 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, let's keep in mind, this series is tied up 2-2, and the game is within 1 kill with just over 5 minutes left to play here. Is EnVy going to be able to give Splyce their first loss, or is EnVy going to have an 0-2 week here?
Yeah, 0-2 week for EnVy. That is something that I don't think we've ever said before. So that would be pretty detrimental to their confidence, and possibly, with the roster changes opening up, I'm not sure if a loss like this would possibly spark those type of conversations, but we're far from that here. But it is a 2-kill lead for Splyce, looking to possibly go 5-0. Just an insane feat considering these guys came out from the LCQ as the 8th and final team here in the Pro League and are locked up for first place right now with Optic Gaming. 38-38. Mikwin laying down some cover fire and grenades on from the car bubble, and now he's going to rotate towards top center. I love this aggression. He has a couple players caught out towards the slide in car 1. You also have some aggression coming out from Splyce from bottom car, so they're going to try to pick off Snipedown and then make their way on over towards Mikwin, and that is a huge win. That 2v2 on the car side of the map really opens up the map for Splyce now to rotate towards blue and red.
Ooh, but Shooter flies into the base just a little bit too quickly. Shotzi tries to follow him up, but EnVy comes off of spawn, answers back with 2 of their own kills. So Splyce still has this lead, although it's only down to 1 kill. We have not seen anything on Slayer Truth come down to be this close, I don't think. Every time it's come down to a tiebreaker here on this map, it has just been almost a blowout from what we've seen in the past. Whether or not it's EnVy playing Optic or Liquid playing anybody there as well, it's just never been a game like this.
Everybody is just trying to take the smartest angles possible. You can see just such great crossfire from both teams. Mikwin, Car 1 doing a dance with Boo Boo Doo Boo. Boo Boo Doo Boo doing a dance with Mikwin, coming around and getting the kill and forcing multiple players to charge out towards bottom center. Now Renegade again, just playing it patient towards the car side, waiting for his opportunities. Possibly someone pushes. He does get the hit marker onto Mikwin. Now he's going to press his advantage. Mikwin even got that kill, and now he appears on radar. Great shots coming out from Mikwin, really stepping it up here towards the end for EnVyUs, but they don't call it out. Hook gets cleaned up from underneath the base. That is a horrible situation to be in here for Envy, and Mikwin drops as well. Those are the instances where you cannot have a lapse of communication.
They had Renegade weak and trapped that blue base, and they did not capitalize or try to collapse there, and instead Splyce able to build upon their lead. Look at all these player outlines. This is coming down to the wire. Splyce needs only one more kill top.
Yeah, and Snipe Down drops underneath the base, and there's 2 players there. He immediately lifts back up. 2 players on top of the base fighting 3 players of Envy, and there it is. Last kill coming in from Boo Boo Doo Boo. Splyce remains undefeated. Envy, they cannot find a win this week. That is an absolutely insane series.
That was pretty intense. Oh, I mean, Envy was doing it. Renegade committed to the base. I mean, really kind of turned into Envy's favor when Shooter rushed into the base and died, and Shotzi was trying to follow him up. They lost 2 deaths there. The game got close. Then Renegade followed up, tried to make the exact same play. Mikwin stayed alive, did a great job thrusting back and forth, keeping his shields, but when Renegade dropped below the base, Mikwin chased him, and somehow, whether or not it wasn't called out or Hoof just wasn't listening to the call out, he gets trapped and being no shields. Not much he can do in that situation, but that's one of those times when you had a guy pink side of the base and somebody was charging blue 2, the guy pink 2 needs to make sure he is not committing to any fights and working with his teammates, especially in a game that is that close.
Yeah, unfortunate for these guys, and the stats kind of showing the story here. 50-46, Hook again with not his best performance, 6-13 overall. Crazy to think that he started off this series fantastic with that CTF Fathom performance, and then at the end, just that missed call out there really coming back to bite EnVyUs. But you can't take anything away from Splyce. The way that they were able to continue to fight as that series progressed. Great performance coming out from everybody. Boo Boo Doo Boo doing his thing. You saw Shotzi obviously constantly being at the